talking about proxemics. Remember we mentioned proxemics, and that was this idea of spatial and how we use our space non-verbally. And remember he said there are 4 different spatial regions. Anybody remember the 4? We had that 4 spatial regions. Anybody? Anybody? I need to try this another way.
Well, you adore Elaine.
She wants to say hi. She's with her new boyfriend.
What's he like?
He's nice, bit of a close talker.
A what?
This is Erin.
Hello, Aaron.
Hello, Aaron. So how long are you folks in town?
3 more days. 3 more days, and then we're off to Paris.
Hi, I'm Abby Koenig, and I am a professor of communication studies. Like many professors out there, I'm sure some of you, I love hearing myself talk. I love talking about theories, I love talking about communication, and I love when my students respond. But I was finding in some of my communication theory classes that my undergraduate students weren't grasping the theories completely. I thought, I need some help from my friends, my sitcom friends. Now, I am a professor of communication with an interest in media. So one thing that I absolutely love is television. And I get paid to sit around and think about television and maybe sometimes sit around and watch television. And it's fantastic. And I was finding while watching some of these programs that I love so much that the theories that I was trying to explain were possibly better explained by these sitcom characters. I started using sitcoms in my classroom to explain communication theories and found that my undergraduate students responded better. They had a better comprehension and a higher recall of the concepts. I started using contemporary sitcom clips as well as some dramas and popular movies regularly in my lectures and as links embedded into my PowerPoints on my online classes, which are located in the university's private CMS. The response was great. Okay, so where do you find these clips? Well, YouTube is an undeniably rich source for all types of video content, educational television shows, movies, and more. And maybe you're like me and you have spent most of your entire life in front of the television and you have a knack for connecting television shows to theories and concepts.
Wasn't there an Everybody Loves Raymond episode where he uses the active listening technique?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Michael's giraffe. He's crying now. Why did you do this?
Cause.
Cause is not an answer.
Active listening.
But if you had had something of a real life, recalling specific topics of television shows might be a challenge. Fear not. Google can help. Much of what you're looking for is already created for you. And a lot of it by students. They already get this connection and they make these videos and put them up on YouTube. They are already using favorite shows and movies in their classes. So take advantage of this. A lot of other professors are doing this as well. And if it's not something you had ever considered, just throw it in Google, see what happens.
Okay, I need to find something on social anxiety disorder and let's see, Big Bang Theory. Let's see what I can come up with that. Oh, perfect. Raja Lucy's social anxiety. This might work. She looks like she's showing a lot of nonverbal behavior. Pretty anxious.
Oh, just a second.
Perfect. This is social anxiety disorder. You know what? I just want to make a note that these videos won't just appear in Google. You have to have a little bit of background in situational comedies or dramas or whatever it is the media that you're looking for. But I'll assume that since you're watching this video and you've stayed with me this far, this is something that you already have an interest in.
In my courses, I use PowerPoint slides and I use the hyperlinks in those PowerPoints to bring up the videos exactly as I'm detailing the theory in the class. And then after we watch the video, we can discuss.
Okay, you should just know that we don't do this a lot, so this is like a really huge deal.
We want to invite you to have lunch with us every day for the rest of the week.
Oh, it's okay. Coolness. So we'll see you tomorrow. On Wednesdays, we wear pink.
So then, thinking about Mean Girls, how does social learning come into play?
Yeah, it's like Regina George and the other plastics. I mean, they were like encouraging her to learn from their attitudes, which were pretty bad.
Book 'em.
Oh, you guys must have planted this. You're trying to frame me.
Book 'em!
Sure. I mean, mostly. Okay, the fair use. This is a long-standing doctrine that was specifically written into the Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, and it allows the use of copyrighted material without permission or payment when the benefit to society outweighs the cost to the copyright owner. I mean, wouldn't you say teaching your students about the differences in paralinguistics through Chandler's nasally girlfriend Janice is a benefit to society?
Okay, I'm gonna need a comforter. But do you have a hypoallergenic one? Because otherwise I get very nasal.
But be warned, there's a lot of different ways to go about this, and some of them don't fall under fair use. For example, if you're uploading or embedding videos into an online open classroom or blog perhaps, among other situations, you should really verify the copyright infringement possibilities. For the most part, in the classroom, educational benefit is covered under fair use. But I have put in a bunch of links so you can check out and make sure what you're doing falls under the fair use doctrine.
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
No!
Are we there yet?
You little...
Homer, I think we're there.
Of course, coming up with examples to explain complex ideas is a huge part of our job as instructors. But some of our television and movie friends can make our students' understanding that much better and more memorable. So why not take advantage of free videos on the web? Now you know the first steps to using fictional content in the classroom, and you know what they say.
Now I know.
And knowing is half the battle.
Thank you for watching. Again, I am Abby Koenig, and I hope you found some of this useful. If you have any questions, please feel free to email me, or you can tweet me at abby.koenig.